Hey friends, it's Amy, owner and curator of YosoBoho. It is Thursday and we are going to go back over to Chicago to do some more thrifting. If you missed Tuesday's video, I will link it right up here and also in the information box below so you can go click on it and watch it. We started in this area kind of south of Chicago. We did some shopping at a place called the Second Life Resale Shop, and that was a cool place. And we also went to a Goodwill in that same area. Now today we're going to do a Salvation Army. We're going to visit another Goodwill, and I'm going to take you along with us to the city so that you can check out what we did for my birthday. Before we go over there, I made a couple announcements this week. I'm just going to remind you of the one. This Saturday, November 11th, I will be part of the Owl Always Love You raid train on Whatnot. I'm a little nervous, so I hope y'all will come and support me on that day. We are going to be live from 4 p.m. Eastern when Yvonne Thrifty Rich kicks it off. I'll put it all up here. Down to 8:30 p.m. when Pete Tsai ends it. Now, Pete's the guy that Jocelyn leans on for his glass knowledge. He brings amazing things. I am actually going to bring some amazing things from my own collection. Owls that I've had around here for a long time that I never thought I would part with, but I thought if I'm going to bring it, I better bring it. So please come and join us. I will be on right here at 5 o'clock p.m. November 11th. Don't forget, the best thing that you can do is go over to Whatnot, make sure that you're signed up, and then bookmark my sale. I will put that link, that bookmark, right below so that you can click on it and go right there. Then you will have a notification that will pop up when I do go live, and set notifications for everybody on that day so that you know and you don't miss any of your favorites. I will have one more reminder for you on Saturday when I release my noon video, but you don't want to miss it. So be sure to go over and set that notification. All right, let's go back to Chicago. We're going to check out a Salvation Army. Let's go. Our next stop. This is a Salvation Army. This was what? Maybe a mile and a half from the Goodwill that we just were at?
Something like that. Spaces are pretty far apart.
Yeah.
I have my truck getting dinged up.
Nice. We just learned that there's a I say it wrong now because that woman.
Portello's.
There's a Portello's down the road. So we're going to hit this Salvation Army quick and go get some hot dogs.
Get some wieners.
Some Chicago hot dogs.
Chicago wieners.
Yeah. The music in here is even louder than over at Goodwill. I might send a photo of this to my mom because this looks like something my dad might like. It is an original. It's signed Y. Hendrick. I have not been able to find that artist. He might not be a well-known. It might just be somebody local. It's nicely framed. It's nicely done. It is $12.97, so it's a great price. I also saw hanging up here this piece. This is an Alexander Calder lithograph. There are several listed. There is only one sold, but it's probably worth somewhere between $75 and $100, and they got it for $13. I'm gonna think about this. I'm gonna put it in the cart and think about it because it might be worth picking up. I have to stop and give this a little bit of a look. Check that out. It's probably a repop, but look at the pink and gray marble on the top of that. This is in the Halloween section. It's an outhouse. It is a lamp. It's got a little hole here for a light, but it's our blue sky. They do have $8.97 on it, but yellow is 25% off. And it's super cute, so we're gonna take a look at that. I also like these. They've got this Novogratz, which might be a Target brand, but Halloween bottle brush trees. Isn't that cute? Well, it looks like there are a few of these listed for right around $20. Only one sold, probably about that same price. It is so cute though. Looks like it's in good condition. I'm gonna look it over with the 25% off. It's gonna be about $6.70-ish. So yeah, I'm gonna think about it. Look at this, Cindy. Even in Chicago, we got the E.O. Brody. This is a nice looking hammered. Doesn't feel as nice when I pick it up. That looks like it might be a stopper.
13 minutes.
It's a pretty hefty stopper.
3.3.
Seeing some interesting things in here. I'm gonna look up this. This is another Blue Mountain piece. So again, they have this at $8, but with a yellow tag. So 25% off. But then I saw this lady, and she's missing a leaf here, and her eyelash is busted. I've fixed an eyelash before. I don't know. I mean, this shows how the leaf looks. I think I could recreate a leaf too. I don't see any other damage on her. I think she's probably a 1940s or 50s piece. Just got a cool look. And these guys are cool too. This is a resin piece. Very dusty. Pictured with some mushrooms, glitter. The ducks back there. I think we're definitely going to grab her. She's $4. I think she's going to go into my project pile. Let me look up this guy. So on a search for Blue Sky Christmas House, there are 315 listed and 47 sold. I did not see this one on the sold list. It's going to take some cleaning because somebody burned tea lights in it, so it's all black up in there. I think I'm going to leave it. I may leave both pieces actually. I'm going to put it up here. Somebody else can see it. I was interested in this too. It's a piece of pottery. It's signed GRS 87. But they got $12 on it. It's a nice piece. I think we're gonna walk away from that as well. Okay, so we are taking the deer painting home for my mom. I think she's gonna give it to my dad. Oh my gosh, the music in here is crazy. I've decided though to let go of this Alexander Calder litho. I know it's gonna sit, even if I put it on eBay. There's several listed. I could put it for the least. I still think it's gonna sit, so I think we're gonna let this one go. So I'm taking some things home for mom. Just for her card making, the painting of the deer. And I am gonna save her. Now, as you saw, I settled on just 3 things. 2 of them were for mom, and that's amazing. Anytime that I can find anything that makes a great gift or is something that somebody's looking for that I love, that's exciting. The only thing that I picked up, and I'm so glad I did, is this beautiful little lady. Now, if you watched in the past, I have picked up a little lady like this before with a broken eyelash, and I fixed her up pretty good. If you missed seeing those ceramic fixes, I will include that video right up here and right in the information box below as well. That was a really fun video to make, and I will be doing another one where I share my fixes like this lady in that video. Now, she's also missing a little leaf right here. You can see it probably looked just like that one, and I'm going to try and recreate it so that it looks like she never missed a little leaf. But isn't she beautiful? She's probably from the 50s. She has her original sticker on here. I think it's a Thames sticker underneath there. And yes, I paid $3.97 for her. Once she gets fixed up, she'll be worth much, much more. And then I'm hoping I can place her in somebody's home who has this kind of decor and needs a beautiful head vase. Look at how clean she is on the inside. Yeah, she's pretty stunning, and I was glad to rescue her. All right, now let's go over to another Goodwill in this area and see what we can find over there. Oh, and before we went to that Goodwill, we stopped and we got ourselves some hot dogs, and I will share that with you too. If you've never had a Chicago hot dog, do yourself a favor, just go to Chicago and get one. It's worth it to go to Chicago to get a Chicago hot dog. All right, we'll stop in there and then we'll go to the Goodwill. So the lady at the one thrift store said it was, how did she pronounce it?
Portellas.
Portellas. I say Portillos. I'm saying Portillos. So we're gonna go get our hot dogs. So what is your opinion?
I'm in heaven.
You're in heaven?
Mm-hmm. Tomatoes, dark green peppers, dark green relish.
Yeah, it's a sweet relish.
Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't know what a Chicago hot dog is, has a big dill pickle spear, sweet pickles. These are called sports peppers, tomatoes, mustard, and a beef hot dog. Oh, an onion. The combination is, like he said, pretty much to die for. We found a piece of Akron here near Chicago. Akron arrows. I don't know what this was. Why are they asking $5.99 for it?
Good luck with that.
It's funny. He's looking up these lamps that they have a ton of. I have stumbled on a couple of things. I don't know if I'm married to getting any of them. This piece needs a little oil. It's a nice platter, this kind of organic shape. It's Crate and Barrel. So I do really well with Crate and Barrel stuff. It's $4. This is a piece of pottery. It's kind of interesting, right? It is signed underneath there, and it's $5. So might have to snag that. And I just found this over here. It's missing its little handle on the top, but look at the graphic. Isn't that sweet? It would just be a cute little decorative shelf piece. And they only have $2.50 on this, so I have a feeling if it had the handle, it would be a nice piece worth a little bit of money. This looks like maybe Treasure Craft. No, I don't know. It looks cheap. Made in Japan. Styled after the Treasure Craft. Same with this up here. Somebody painted that. It's a little hobbyist piece. Look at the tiny little babies on the top of this. Oh my gosh. That is stinking cute. Look at them. How funny. I can't look up anything here. My phone is getting 0 reception. Gosh, they're cute, aren't they? And that's all beaded. Just some random stuff on this aisle over here. Probably the most entertaining of the aisles. Everything else has been pretty lackluster. These are neat. Those look like they might be like a Pier 1 or something. And no price. Well, that's not good. I don't know what their rules are here about pricing now. I always assume that they just don't sell anything that's not priced, because that's how it is with my Goodwill. But you never know. Cute little sewing box. Kind of like a mini version of the big one. $5.99. That doesn't seem like a bad price. Oh, look at these pots. It's neat. $5.99. This looks scrubby in here. Is that damage or just dirt? Because I think the inside looks pretty clean. Yeah, the inside looks really clean. Looks like a little crack in there. Who made these? I don't know. And there's this one. So there's 2 pieces. This is $4.99. See this stuff down in here? I wonder if this cleans out. I don't like the way that looks. That little black stuff in there. But the pots themselves look to be really nice. Yeah, the inside condition is nice. I just don't like how it looks around the metal. That's tempting.
We
found a handful of good sellable things at that Goodwill. So that ended up being a good little stop. Now we're not done. We're gonna go for more. I'm gonna take you on Saturday to a place called Unique. It is run by the Savers organization, and we find some great things on that day too that I'm looking forward to sharing with you. Then we're also gonna check out a place called Discount Outlet. Now this was more in the city, and it was crazy. I can't wait to share it with you. Irf said it looked like a bomb went off in there, and I'm not even kidding. It was chaotic. There was stuff everywhere. It was kind of an experience that you're going to have to just wait for, but I'm going to take you there too. So those things are coming up on Saturday. But before we end today's video, I want to take you with us into the city for my birthday. It was overcast, it was windy, the lake was whipping up some whitecaps, and we did take a drive on that scenic lake route so that we could see the water before we went to dinner. But check out some of the footage from that night. We got dressed up and we went out and we had a wonderful time. It's been so windy that the lake is really kind of rough out there.
Yeah.
Can't really see between the trees yet, but oh, here, maybe out here. There we go.
Yeah, I see it too. It's a windy city for a reason.
Yeah, we've experienced the windiness.
Going straight ahead kind of goes like...
Has curves?
Yeah, it's got curves.
Oh, yeah. Hey, did I ever tell you when I worked downtown Akron in I think it was a 23-story building? It's built so that it will sway with the wind. If it was like a really windy day, if you were in the inside of the building, especially if you were in like a restroom, you could hear it just like...
It's made for that.
Yeah, it's made
It ain't
for
gonna
that.
collapse.
No, it's made to sway, which is a little scary. In fact, when I worked downtown Cleveland, same thing. When I was in the...
Key Tower?
Yeah, when I was in the Key Tower, downtown Cleveland, same thing. It would just sway with the wind.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You could surf out there. It's crazy.
But you can't surf to save your life. Even a good swimmer, if you swim regularly in that water, you're still can drown.
Comes right up to the city. There's like a little tiny beach right there. Yeah, there's some mad whitecaps out there.
No kidding. See, there's apartments over here.
Yeah. Still lots of people walking and
Well, they're used to this weather. So.
yeah. Actually, the winds died down.
Oh, this is nothing compared to
It was so windy last night and earlier.
late
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet you can normally walk out on those boardwalks.
Sure.
Not today.
Nope.
Eek. For our reservations, we stopped into the Sugar Shack, which was right next door. Irf got some bulk candy, and I got a box of candies that were from the 1970s, so that was kind of fun. Then when we got to the restaurant, it was an experience. If you missed on Tuesday, I talked a little bit about the fact that I love the show The Bear. It's one of my favorites, and I think Irf really wanted me to have that kind of restaurant experience. So when we got there, they already knew that it was my birthday. Everyone there in the front of the restaurant greeted me and said happy birthday. There was a card on the table for me, and then the service and the food was amazing. Take a look at some of these pictures. We had appetizers like crab cakes and lobster tacos. I had sea bass for my main meal. I also had a lobster bisque before, and we didn't have any room for dessert, but because it was my birthday, they did something special and they brought out a plate with some chocolate cookies and some homemade butter pecan ice cream and a little bit of bananas Foster that she lit on fire.
Wow.
That's so fancy.
I'll be right back with a couple of spoons for you.
Thank you.
Wow. That's freaking awesome.
My birthday is on fire. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Ooh, that's so neat.
That's freaking awesome.
It was fantastic, so delicious. I am beyond blessed to have Irf in my life and for him to do something like this. Honestly, my favorite part of the night was when we got home. We got cozied up in the camper with our puppy and we turned on the little fireplace, and my cousin Sharon had made me a cake that I kept for the week. We actually froze it and took it with us, and so we were able to have some of her chocolate cake with strawberries and some ice cream in front of the fire and watched a movie. And yeah, that was the end of the night. Perfect way to end a birthday. So I'm in the 50s club, everybody. If you're already here, thanks for having me. All right, I am gonna close out here. I hope that you're all doing well. Please take care of yourselves. Try and avoid the yuck that's going around, and I will see you on Saturday. Until then, like I said, please take care. Bye.